Greetings from Dystopia, episode 122. Power? Power. I'm going to head up here and fish for a little bit and then do a small power outlet that I found at Menards. If you're not familiar with it, it's a big box hardware store, but more local, upper Midwest. So it just plugs into the cigarette lighter, and I'll do it in the back. But it gives 4 USB ports, 2 of which I believe are high charge. We'll look at that when we get back to it. But yeah, finished up with the client. I guess I'm going to go over here and fish for a little bit. It's a pretty day, as I just showed you with the clouds at the beginning there. 75 degrees. Humidity's not bad. Feels good out. Alright, let me drive up to the creek and I'll see you guys over there. Alright, so I'm here. There is a group of kids down walking the trails. And given the noise, I figured I'd wait a few minutes. I asked the woman that's, I guess, the leader of them, the teacher, whatever. I don't know what they are. If they're school kids or church kids or what. They shouldn't be school kids, but you never know. I didn't ask too much. But she said they should be gone in about 15, 20 minutes. So yeah, I was talking about power for the back of the van. This is what I found at Menards. $14, so this should work fairly well for what I need. And that's basically a USB charging station in the back. My rods are all over the place. I also have the pool noodle laying right there. Figured I'd get that cut to fit today, and then when I get back to the house, then I'll get the zip ties and zip tie it in place. Okay, so my one mounting option immediately got ruled out because the cord comes into the back of it. My idea was to mount it on the window ledge in the back. So the window would be right here. If I can get my hand where you can see it, I wanted the window right there at the back of it with this facing away from the window. That won't work because of the way this is made. So, what is in this little hardware pack? Screws. Oh, there's some brackets in there. Tabs on it. So, is there a manual, an instruction? No! Just says hardware included. Hard mount option. But it doesn't show how the hard mount goes. So what do we got here? We have, 2 small screws and 2 long screws. So the small screws, yep, alright, I see it now. Just little plastic tabs. So yep, that's what it does. The little tabs go that way on the case, and then you screw it down. So there's an option. What did I see the total output was on this? 6 amps, 8 amps? $3 amps to all 4 ports. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, 1 and 2 is up to 3 amps. Yeah, no, it is. It's just 3 amps. Oh, so I can't rapid charge on it, but that's okay. It's got a nice cord on it, nice heavy-duty strain reliefs. My assumption is it's fused in the tip. Yeah, it's fused in the positive tip. They kind of went a little overboard on the design to give it all of these little, like here, it looks like it's a heat sink. It's not. It's just plastic. It's open in the back to allow air. So I think I'll look back there, but since it's already got the 3M tape on it, the UHB, VHB, very high bond from 3M. That's why I wanted it back there on be able to mount it on the glass, kind of like how I have the speaker back there, the Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, we'll look at that in a little while. Saw a couple kids walk back up, so I think I'll grab a rod and we'll go down to the creek. Alright guys, we'll see you down at the creek. Okay. Most of the kids left. I was able to get my shorts on. Heading down to the creek. I think I'll just fish from the bridge again just for a little bit and see. Can hear all the cicadas. The sounds of summer. Saw somebody post on Facebook not long ago too that they would love to see a summer without the sounds of the cicadas. My first thought would be, how would it be summer without that sound? It's like been there since I was a kid, It's just what summer sounds like. It's like the water got pretty heavy flow coming down that part of the trail right there. I gotta find somewhere to mount this camera. It'd be nice. I guess I should have brought the clamp. I probably could have clamped it to the rail. Not even thought about it. Oh well. Alright, let me get up here on the bridge, set you guys down, get some water. I got the tank just in case there's anything unusual. Mildly irritated. I already got a scratch in the tank, which means now I'll have to take pictures from the other side. Alright, let's see. Let me set my stuff down here. I can balance the rod on there. It's not balancing. There we go. Let's see if we can sneak up and see what we can see down here. I can see a few just about dead center there. Little smaller guys around the bottom. Alright, let me get some water and then we'll see what we can find. Alright, well I had one flip off, now I gotta go see if I can rescue him. He fell straight down below you. Well, I got him. I don't know if you could see him. Go back down in there or not. Go ahead. Looks like I got somebody on or head. Oh, he's a little bitty guy. He's hitting like weight. What the hell is that? Well, that's kind of funny. I caught a rock. Alright, that's a little better. I don't know why it's easier for me to hold the camera left-handed. But yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment. 2 fish, 2 creek chubs. One came to hand, the other one came unbuttoned. But that's alright. I got one of them in the tank, so the smaller one. The bruiser went cruising through the pool. It's funny when you see him go by compared to everybody else. He looks like a whale. He turned and looked at the nymph as it went by, but he just kept on cruising, so I'll get him. It's a matter of time. I can feel the deer flies bombing my head, so you have to tell me if you can see them, or I'll see them in edit. They're hitting me in the back of the head, which is kind of cool. Alright, I got some people up here in the parking lot. Yep. Let me stop here and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so for the power in the back, what I have over here is a cigarette, just the old-fashioned lighter plug. Right now, the speaker is plugged into it, my Bluetooth speaker, so that it's always charging. To keep a small inverter back here in the cup holder. There's now everything moved. They have also a magnetic mount with 2 USB ports, but it's kind of inconvenient and I don't have enough ports to charge. So what I'm going to do is mount this 4-port. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me, I realize it's a little dark back here. This has 4 USB ports. And I'm going to mount it somewhere. You know what, actually, that might give us a little bit more light. I took off the polarizer. But yeah, I've dropped my bungee bag for the moment. I don't want to stick anything to the plastic right now or drill holes through it. So my best option is probably straight on the glass. So we'll try it and see how it holds. This is that, this actually isn't even VHB, but it is 3M tape. I think something like that. Just leave it sit for a day or so and let it gather its tension. But then I can plug it straight into this outlet right here. Like so. And now I have 4 additional charge ports. I believe I posted it in a video previously, but the long-term plan is right here on this panel is to put in an actual power panel with probably 4 USBs and maybe 100 or 200 watt, just a small inverter as well, all from a control panel right here, because located below here is the rear fuse panel that's used for upfitting the van. So I have, like, I forgot what it's fused at, 60 amps of additional power capability back here. So that's where it's going to sit for a day or two and let it get its adhesion on the glass. And here's where I'm talking about. Eventually I may put a power panel. And down here is the fuse box. I'm just not 100% sure yet to go cut and hold in the van, because I'm not sure that I want to hold on to this one instead of going to a medium-sized Transit, you know, with a medium roof, standard wheelbase but medium roof. Gives me more room, gives me room to stand up. Alright, so we're done fishing. I started to say something when I was walking and talking with the camera, but just as I came up to the edge of the wood, I could see the old guy sitting over on a bench, so I didn't comment on it. But while I was down there fishing on the creek, he walked by and he looked just as I caught that chub that I shot the short little video of. He's like, "Is that what you're out here fishing for? You're fishing for those? Those are just minnows," which they actually are. So he's smarter than I took him for at first. I don't mean it that way, but yeah. I said, "No, I like fishing for them. They're fun." And then he just looked at me. He's like, "But they're not even edible." So that shows you his mind as an angler, and that's fine. As long as he fishes responsibly, I don't care. But I did say to him, you know, from everything I've read, creek chubs are actually quite tasty. I've never eaten them, but I don't remember whose book that was now. One of the anglers' books, the fly fishing books I read, the author actually commented that they are quite tasty, and he preferred them over trout. Which I guess makes sense to a certain extent, because if you think of bluegill, you know, younger bluegill, the meat is actually quite sweet, all on its own. So highly possible. I won't go out of my way to cook them unless I catch, you know, several foot long fish to make it worth the effort. I'm not a big one for cleaning fish either, but I'll do it. Tomorrow, I will go for my walk tomorrow. Probably video gutting the, well, not gutting, but emptying the van out and putting everything back in. I occasionally just pull everything out and put it all back in so it's right back exactly where it should be. And then, yeah, because I got to start getting ready for Wisconsin. I didn't cut the pool noodle because I only have my pocket knife with me. I thought I had a razor knife in here, but I don't. I just have my couple multi-tools. Oh, they're on this side now, but I do have really sharp knives, and I forgot about them. All my Moras, all my Mora knives. I have two back there, and they are razor sharp. See, I didn't think about that. Oops. Speeding here for about another 150 feet, then I'm doing the speed limit. Well, I was almost to the house, like I said a few minutes ago, and I remembered I got to get topsoil. So here goes a longer trip. All right, let me get there, get this done, then I'll come back and say goodbye. Nope, don't say goodbye. Never say goodbye. Then I'll come back and say so long. I don't know why I said goodbye just then. I make that a practice to never say goodbye, because goodbye to me implies it's permanent. So anyway, let me go get this soil. Talk to you guys in a bit. All right, folks. Said it again. I keep saying, all right, folks, or okay. I'm trying to get off that habit. But anyway, got my topsoil. This brand is measured in pounds, not in cubic feet. You're trying to cover an area. You don't necessarily know the poundage that you need. You know the cubic feet. Whatever. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'll head back up and get this edited for you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good. Be well. Wear your masks. Wear them. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.